You're listening to an archived Cabral Concept podcast. After listening to this show, check out the most up-to-date podcasts available at stephencabral.com/podcasts or search directly on iTunes. And now, welcome to the Cabral Concept, where board-certified naturopath and integrative health practitioner Dr. Stephen Cabral shares how he was diagnosed at the age of 17 with a life-altering illness and given no hope for recovery. It was only after studying and traveling all over the world did he discover how to combine ancient Ayurvedic healing practices with state-of-the-art naturopathic and functional medicine to fully rebalance the body and re-energize it with life. It's time to discover how to get well, lose weight, and finally feel alive again. And now, here's your host, Dr. Stephen Cabral.
Welcome back to our typical Training Thursday show, where today we're going to be taking a little time out, and we're going to be calling it our Thanksgiving Thursday show. So today is Thanksgiving here in the United States, and every year around this time of the year, I know that we have Black Friday tomorrow, and we have Cyber Monday on Monday, which are these huge shopping days. So what I wanted to do was actually get your season started off right with a healthy shopping list. I call it the Healthy Holiday Shopping Guide, and it will just give you some ideas of different things that you may be thinking or not thinking of this year to give to friends, family, coworkers, etc. So I think it would be great, I really do, if this year we had more of a health-based theme. Why not? You know, people are going to get the same typical gifts that they get from other people. Why not you start to bring some health into the season as well? So what I do is I create a list every year kind of to jog my own memory on what I've been recommending over the past year from all the different Friday reviews where I review so many great products. And then what I do is I look back on the previous year's show, because every year I give my Healthy Holiday Shopping Guide, and I want to see what I recommended last year. So it looks like this year, a lot of recommendations, a bunch of updates, as well as some new add-on items. One other thing I did this year, too, was I actually broke it down into different categories. So kind of stocking stuffer-based items under $30. I did a $50 to $100 category, and then a over $100 gift category. I guess we would call that like the Cadillac of holiday gifts, right? And I love that term, the Cadillac of holiday gifts, because it's so outdated now. I think Cadillac used to be like the car. I'm assuming that that's where they came from. I actually don't know if that saying came from. You know, when you're giving that type of gift, you can really get some amazing things for people. So I'm going to go through those three categories today. Just going to be a fun show. And then I'm going to link everything up today at stephencabral.com/1021. And this will just link to all the different websites, no matter where it is, whether it's something like the Berkey filter that I'll be recommending, or maybe it's a dry brush, or all sorts of different ranges. I'll be linking up to everything so that it makes it super easy for you on your Black Friday holiday shopping or Cyber Monday or whatever it might be. So looking forward to getting into the show. Let's get started. So in our under 30 category, I have a bunch of great things that I want to share. And these can be used, yes, as stocking stuffers, but they could really just be used as their own gift, because they're pretty amazing in their own right, and they might be a little bit big to get into a stocking. But if we look at it this way, one of my favorite ones, hands down, is what's called a luxury dry brush spa set. And what this is it's a dry brush that, I mean, it's just great to use before you get in the shower. 2 minutes is all it takes. Every single morning, 2 minutes. It's really all you need. And you get the benefits of manual lymph drainage. What I'll also try to do is link back to a bunch of shows as well on today's podcast, which is 1021. So dry brushing, if you don't know the benefits, I'm going to link back to that today. But big benefit is really waking up the body, moving that lymphatic system, getting rid of any excess water, cellulite, etc. Great for the skin, great for the vitality of the skin. So a luxury dry brush set, although very inexpensive, I believe still under $20, will give you a facial dry brush for the face. It will give you another for the body with a longer handle. It will give you some of the gloves that you can do manual lymph drainage just with the gloves. And I believe then it comes with like a carrying case as well. So really nice set that you can give to someone, really beautiful for the holidays. And you might even think about bundling some of these things in like a gift basket, making it a nice holiday gift basket. Maybe put in some Epsom salt for an Epsom salt bath. Maybe put in some lavender drops. That would be really, really nice as well. Lavender essential oil drops, organic, of course. So some other ones that I've been recommending this year. This one, it would be a perfect stocking stuffer, just somewhere around $10 to $15 maximum, is a copper tongue scraper. So an Ayurvedic copper tongue scraper. We've been talking about a lot of these items over 2018. Again, if you've never heard about it before, literally just go to stevencabral.com/podcasts. Type in tongue scraper. And what you'll see are all the different benefits that you can get from reducing bad breath, to removing the bacteria from your tongue, to waking up the entire digestive system. Super easy to do. Might take 20 seconds before or after you brush your teeth. Really, really easy to use. I will link that up. The next one has been a huge hit with our online community, and that is the 3-part Pro Stack shaker bottles. So what these are your usual blender bottle, but taken to the next level. So it actually has 3 compartments for powder and 1 hidden compartment for your vitamins or pills. So what it allows you to do, if you're doing a functional medicine detox or something like that, is you can actually bring your breakfast shake, you can bring the powder for the lunch one, and then powder for the mid-afternoon one as well, all in one plastic shaker bottle that's BPA free. And it also has that hidden compartment in one of the shakers that you can keep up to 12 different vitamins. So this one's been super popular. I travel with it. So again, when I'm traveling, instead of bringing like a lot of the shake containers, if I'm only gone for 3 days, well, I can literally bring 3 days of powder in all of those different shaker compartments. So super easy and also very inexpensive as well. I'll link that up. The next one is blue blockers, blue blocking sunglasses. They're making a comeback, right? So 30 years ago, they were huge, and now today, they're a lot more stylish, we'll put it that way. So the reason why we love the blue blockers are for watching TV at night. That's easily the most usable, real-world usable, or using your computer or iPhone or anything at night. Of course, you can put it in night mode, but it's not going to completely eliminate that the blue light as well. So what we do is we just simply wear these lightweight blue blockers, and it allows you then to naturally have your cortisol levels fall at night and melatonin levels begin to ramp back up. The other way to use these are when looking at a computer screen all day. It cuts down on the glare, and it actually reduces eye strain. So I have a pair at my office, and I have a pair at my house so that I don't forget them. And they're lightweight, and they're actually very inexpensive. They make some very expensive pairs, but honestly, what you're really just looking at is not necessarily... The technology is the same, so I don't want to put anyone down, but it's a yellow lens that's blocking about 95%, or you can get a dark orange lens that blocks 99%. But those are mainly just to be used only at night. They shouldn't really be used during the day because they can lower cortisol levels during the day. So the pair that we're recommending is the yellow-based lens. Great for computer glare, eye strain, and then wearing them at night as well. So again, I'll just link everything up today. And those are under $30, the pair that we've been able to get. So great price, great quality, and also these ones are not plastic. They're acetate based, so they're better for the environment. All right, up next, one of my favorites as well. I have a bunch of different water filters and water pitchers today, since we all drink water, right? And we want to be able to not always have to buy all the plastic bottles. Well, this one is the Therasage water filter. It is called I believe this is around $39. So I'm going to put it in the next category. Let's hold on that one for a moment. But we have one of my personal favorites I have literally everywhere, and these are Himalayan salt lamps. I love the orange glow from these. We use them at night in my girls' room for just kind of like calming down. It's just relaxing when you walk in. When you see that, they help to clean and cleanse and detoxify the air with negative ions just from natural sea salt, which is completely normal, and that's a great gift as well. So huge fan. I did a big review on these. These you can get anywhere from $20 to $40. There is one for $39.95 on Amazon that I'm going to link up that I do recommend. I like this one because it's a good size, meaning like it's a medium. It says large, but it's like a moderate size for your house, and you can get a lot of the benefits from it. But you can choose from different sizes, and I will link those up. One of my favorite Himalayan sea salt lamps. All right, the next one are shower and bath filters. Now, I know, I don't know, if it's for a family member and they're into health, a shower filter with a massage head is actually a pretty cool gift, I think. So I'm going to link a bunch of these up. There's so many great brands now with shower filters. I put down the 4 brands that I've recommended before. And I actually reviewed why you may want a shower filter or bath filter on episode 307. So way back in the day, but it still holds true. Again, because these are evergreen topics, meaning that they're not going to change. Removing fluoride and chlorine from your water is great for you and for your kids and nieces and nephews, et cetera, et cetera. So super important. These are gifts that I think are amazing to give. And then another one would be the under $30. What about getting someone in audio, whether it be a subscription to an Audible, or maybe you do get them like an MP3 that they can just download from there, or some of favorite books. Like books are still okay, So one of my favorite books, I've talked about it for a while, is Success Principles by Jack Canfield. I think it's like 64 Success Principles. That's an amazing one. Love that book. I always talk about The Power of the Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. There's so many great books out there. How about all the Ayurvedic books that we've been talking about over the past, about 100 episodes or so, where once a week I've been talking about Ayurveda, or some of my favorite audios, which are The Art of Living by Jim Rohn. That's one of my favorite as well. I believe there's Art of Enlightened Living or something like that, but it's The Art of Living by Jim Rohn. So those are all, I'm huge fans of all those, and those are great gifts to give to people. I literally give these out all the time. I have extra copies in my office of about 5 or 6 different types of books. And whatever I believe a good fit for that person would be, I'm giving out those books all the time, all the time. All right, next category. So hopefully you enjoyed those under $30 ones. And again, many of them just between $10 and $20. So I will link all of those up again today at stephencabral.com/1021. All right, now in our $50 to $100 category, I have that Thera H2O water pitcher I was telling you about. An easy one to keep on your counter. It looks very much like the Brita filter. However, it works to a far greater degree. And again, I'm not putting down the Brita filter. They were one of the first ones in the industry. It was great of what they were doing. But the truth is that it does not eliminate the level of heavy metals that you really want. So I'm recommending, I like the Thera H2O water pitcher. If you're getting a water pitcher, that is a great one. Again, I'll link that up so you don't have to go looking for it. I would also say you could get someone a healthy lifestyle bundle. This is when you basically take the tongue scraper, the blue blockers. I would do the dry brush. I would put in Epsom salt. I would put in a shaker bottle. I would put in the tongue scrapers, and I would put in the blue blockers. And you can do all of those for under $100. So that would be an amazing, healthy gift basket to give someone. I'll link that up today as well. Let's just call it the Healthy Lifestyle Bundle. That's what we'll link it up as today, and we'll make sure that we get you that. So I have a few EMF meters, and I've been talking quite a bit about these, and I can't recommend them enough. I mean, honestly, it's one of those things that you need to experience to just understand it's there. So it's kind of like running lab tests. You don't know how deficient you are or toxic you are until you run a lab test. You just have no idea because, how would you know? Same with EMFs. They're invisible. You're not going to see the frequencies unless you have a meter. And so they're all around us, and we can be in an environment that is just not great for us in the long term, especially they're showing now. It has actually changed and affecting our DNA. So what I would love you to do is just check out one of these EMF meters. So I'm giving you a lower price one called the Meturk, I think it's pronounced, or Meturk. And that one is around $39. And then I'll give you the Tri-Field in just a moment, which I love. And that's, I believe, a little over $100. I'll find out the price for that for you as well. And I'll just link those up to Amazon as well. So let me see if I can find that for you right now. Okay. So the EMF meters, great gift. And yes, that Tri-Field looks like it is $168. Okay, so one's $39.95 and one is $168. Depending on whatever your budget is, you can go with the lower price one. It's not as great, but it's still great. Don't get me wrong, it's great, but not as great as the Tri-Field. It's called the Meturk or the Meturk, and I will link that up. All right, in this category, there are so many spas and wellness clinics and salons doing deals for the holidays. This is something I used to always get for all of my private wellness clients, and I would get them now of course I own a wellness center, yes, but this was even before that. Basically, you could pay full price for a lot of these massages, but they would give you a $25 gift certificate. And so that can really add up, for yourself for the next year. So I do recommend checking these out. but you can definitely find them under $100. So a gift certificate for a massage, a gift certificate for reflexology, for manual lymph drainage, for infrared sauna therapy sessions, for cranial sacral therapy, for acupuncture. These are all amazing since health insurance doesn't cover most of those. So I think it would be great to someone say, like, again, if you have a friend or family member who's like, oh, I really want to do that. I really want to do that. Well, that might be a great gift to get for them. And then oftentimes, I just remember when we were younger, we might chip in like all together for a gift. So if that's the place that you're coming from, then I think it's absolutely fantastic. And just chip in for a gift for a parent, a sibling, etc. I think that may be really, really nice. All right, the next one is gift certificate for a personal trainer. You might be able to get 1 to 2 sessions, for under $100, and they will set you up with a program. So you can say, listen, I want to get 2 personal training sessions. I'd love you to do. Usually comes with an assessment. And then, that's what we do. And just say, okay, and here's a program to take on your own. So that could be really nice for someone as well, especially with January 1st around the corner. Most people say, okay, whether they're in shape or not, they want to recommit. They want to recommit to their health in January. Nothing wrong with that. I wish we would do it more often throughout the year, but why not? January 1st is just as good of time as any to get started on that. Okay, let's see what else I have in this $100 category. I have a few of the Equilibrium nutrition products or anything that you want to see on your own. So think about this. The Daily Nutritional Support Powder. Chocolate has been one of our runaway bestsellers as well. The new chocolate flavor just came out a couple months back. People are loving that one. And that's actually under $50, but I just put it in this category. Or a month's supply, I believe, is like $2 a day or $1.50 a day. So that can be a great one because that is, it's everything. It's your multivitamin, it's your mineral, it's your protein, it's your antioxidants, it's your detoxifiers. You just pop it right into a smoothie, just put 2 scoops in a smoothie in the morning, and that is everything that you need. So if someone's on a health kick, or they're trying to get healthier, or they're trying to transform their body, this is a great place to start. Another one would be this. Get your friend or family member a Dr. Cabral detox or one of your favorite functional medicine detoxes. It's under $100 and you save more when you buy more, and then you can do it as a group together. And you can text each. We have so many people just texting each other during the day. They're committed to each other. If they're having a challenging time, they'll text a friend, and we do it right inside of our Facebook group as well. So our community detox is starting January 7th, that Monday. And if you want to be a part of it, great. We'd love to have you. But honestly, get a coworker, get a friend, get in together. It's one of the healthiest things, if not the healthiest thing that you can do seasonally to remove those toxins from your body. All right, another item right at the $50 mark. It's just below, about $49 or so for a really nice essential oil diffuser. You can get less expensive ones, but an essential oil diffuser coming into your office or going home and just being able to enjoy, whether it's a lavender or a peppermint or whatever it might be, whatever scent it is that you enjoy, it would be really, really nice. This is an amazing gift, and they look beautiful. The one I linked up is on episode 476, but of course I will link that up again. The nice thing about this is that they are wooden. They almost look like a little work of art as well. So really beautiful. I'll link up my favorite, the one that we use in my home as well. And then, of course, this has made it now 3 years in a row, the Wake Light. The Wake Light, to this day, is still one of my favorite items for both children and adults to wake up gradually with light rather than a very loud alarm siren in your ear. One of my favorites, literally to date. I still use the same exact one. It's last forever, and I'm a huge advocate of that. I truly am, especially as we're trying to reset our diurnal rhythm and wake up naturally, not groggy in the morning. If you don't know what the Wake Light is, I want to show you this one. It's absolutely fantastic. That's on episode 353, way back in the day. All right, another great one. One of my clients introduced me to this company about a year ago called, over a year ago now, but Sunbasket. It's a meal delivery company. And again, I don't have any stock in Sunbasket. You can use any meal delivery company that you like. But Sunbasket will actually deliver a wild salmon or an all vegan or an all organic based meal. They're simple to make. They take less than a half hour. And my family, we use them from time to time. We don't do a lot of meal delivery services, but Sunbasket is a great one. Super easy to do. So if you have, again, like for my parents, we've done this for them before. Me and my 3 siblings, we've pooled together for gifts for them, and we got them a 2-week meal delivery so they could get some really healthy meals and get on a healthy kick as well. So really, really great service. And again, you can just do a 1-week home trial. I think meals for 2 people are somewhere around maybe like $30 for dinner for 2 people, maybe $20 to $30. And great, like easy, everything's there. You don't need to have anything extra. Pretty phenomenal. This one made it in from last year as well. It's called a gift certificate for a cooking class with a friend. So if you're into healthy cooking, there are so many pop-ups locally that you go to a local restaurant, that you could go to one of the adult continuing education centers in your locale and find a cooking class with a friend. So much fun. Typically, you cook the meal together, and then what you do is you get to have the meal, you get to share the meal afterwards. So there might be 8 to 12 people in a class. You're all learning how to cook, and then you sit down and enjoy that meal together. Really, really nice. All right, now we are in our over $100 gifts, the Cadillac of holiday gifts. So one of my favorites, and I'll be reviewing this actually, I think it's tomorrow. Yes, I think it's tomorrow coming up on the podcast, so stay tuned for that. It is the Berkey water filter. Now, I've used Berkeys before in the past, but I've just, we've done a lot more spring water. But I said, I love my Mountain Valley water. I love all my different types of spring water. But if it's glass, then great. But if it's plastic, I'm going to try to cut down more and more on plastic use. So what we did was we just got the Berkey 2.25 gallon. And the reason we chose that is my family goes through that amount of water, about 2.5 gallons every 2 days. Because we know that because I've always had a 2.5 gallon, a big jug. So super simple. The Berkey filter is easily the best countertop filter out there. It can clean pond water. Like, that's how powerful it is. So I got the Berkey water filter. I'll talk more about it tomorrow. And I added the fluoride filters to it as well. So it removes fluoride and arsenic as well. So all the bacteria and heavy metals, it's, again, absolutely fantastic. And it's so easy to use. And I actually think that they're pretty beautiful looking. They're stainless steel. They're a talking point in your home. So I got the 2.25 gallon. I would recommend that one or the 3 gallon. Depends on how many people in your family. Single person or just a couple, 2.25 gallon or the 3 gallon if you're more bigger, if you're a family. The reason why I want the 2.25 is we live in a condo right now. Kitchen's not huge, so I like that. It fits perfect beside our refrigerator. My girls can go right up to the spout. They can easily get water from it. And I just make it part of my routine. Every night, I feed my dog right before we have dinner, so he's not literally all over me, like looking for food. And then I just take my blender container, and I fill up with water twice, dump it in the top of the Berkey, and then it fills it up for that night. So it just basically, we always have fresh water for the next day. And they're absolutely phenomenal. I'm going to link that up. The next one is the Tri-Field EMF meter. That's the EMF meter that I switched to from the Metric or however you pronounce it. This one is definitely one of the best EMF meters out there. Huge fan of that. And actually, again, I've shown my young ones, my girls, how to use it. It's something that you should have. And the reason is at least make sure that your bedroom is EMF free. It's so, so important because you spend 8 hours there, hopefully, and you want to make sure that you're not just being bombarded by EMFs all night long. All right, up next, a blender. Blenders can go anywhere from $50 up to $400, $500. So what I did was I did an episode on episode 279 on the best blenders on the market. Still holds true to this day. The best brands are still right there, $279. All right, the best juicer. I gave you my favorite juicer out there. That is the Omega Vert. I've used that now for, it feels like a million years, but it's probably more like 8 years or so I've had the Omega Vert. Really, really great juicer. That's my pick because it juices greens as well as the juicier vegetables such as the cucumbers and carrots and celery, etc. So, huge fan of that Omega Vert. Yes, it takes a little bit of cleaning with it, but you extract really the most amount of juice possible. And it will also juice, if you want to make nut milk, it will do that as well. So, big fan, 272 episode it was on, and I will link that up. Okay, what's quickly become one of the favorites in my wellness practice, both online and offline, is the Therasage portable infrared sauna. People love this because it takes up almost no space. It costs under $1,000, which is almost unheard of for an infrared sauna. It has low EMFs, and I've tested it, and your head is outside of it, which means that for those people who often get lightheaded or they have high blood pressure and like that, or they're worried about the capillaries in the eyes, well, your head is actually outside of the sauna. And you can put it anywhere, and it folds up if you choose to fold it up. So, big fan of that one. I talked about it on episode 524, and hopefully you've heard all the benefits of using a sauna by now. It's without a doubt top 5 things to live a longer, healthier life. Top 5 things for sure that you can do to live a longer, healthier life. If you don't know about all the different benefits, simply go to stephencabral.com/podcasts and type in sauna, and you will find all the great research that I've given on just 19 minutes, 4 to 5 days a week of sauna. Okay, next up would be the Dr. Cabral Daily Protocol. Again, it doesn't have to be my exact one, but I wanted to give you exactly what it is. It's the daily nutritional support from before. So it's your protein powder that contains your multivitamin, that contains your minerals, that contains your detox, contains your antioxidants and electrolytes. So it's literally, if you look at the whole thing, it's 12 products in one. And then it's the daily fruit and vegetable blend on top of it. So you get another container, which is 22 organic fruits and vegetables, juiced, dehydrated, organic, and put into powdered form. So those people that don't eat their 7 to 9 cups of fruits and vegetables every day, this is an easy way to get more of those. And the last part of the Dr. Ball Daily Protocol, the level 2, we're coming out with the level 3 in January, is the daily probiotic support, which is 50 billion dairy-free live probiotics that has been third-party tested and absolutely amazing for gut health. So that is $3 a day, I think. Like, it's fairly inexpensive when you look at it, everything you get for $3 a day, less than the cup of a fancy coffee, as we like to say. So that's what I use every day. That's what pretty much everyone in my practice maintains with, in addition to a couple extras that we'll be talking about in January, such as vitamin D and the omega-3. Okay, the Muse headband. So the Muse meditation headband, one of my favorite holiday gifts to recommend this year. People who have been struggling with meditation, this is a way to gamify it, have some fun, and really relax and get into that deep meditative state. Clinically studied as well. I like it. I really do. Like, I'm not always into these gadgets for meditation because, meditation is meant to be going within. Well, this trains you to be able to go within, and then maybe in the future, you don't need it. These don't have to be forever things. For example, so I love the Muse Meditation Headband. If you don't know about it, we'll link up that podcast as well. All right, Chi Machine. Chi Machine I'll talk about now, and then I want to get to the next one, which is the motive. So the Chi Machine I talked about, this is just, if you have a friend, family member, etc., that just loves health-based gadgets, the Chi Machine is a great way that, let's say you put on your Muse headband, you're lying on your back, maybe on like a little acupuncture-based mat, and you're just meditating and you're getting your legs swung gently with this Chi Machine. Absolutely fantastic. And the only reason I know this is because I do it. It is absolutely fantastic. I have that acupuncture mat. I use the Muse headband. I put on, cover my eyes, use the Chi Machine, and talk about getting into that parasympathetic nervous system state. I'll be talking more about that protocol that I do myself in the future. This is a great way to just turn off that nervous system and heal the body. All right, next up is the Motive Ring. Fun gift and fun ring to wear. It's going to track your heart rate. It's going to track the quality of sleep. It's going to give you your steps per day. And I'll tell you, for most people, that's enough data. Like, that's great data to see how active you were. So I'm a big fan of the Motive Ring. Enjoy it. I don't like wearing a smartwatch. I don't like wearing a Fitbit bracelet. That's just me. I have nothing against it. Maybe I'll change my mind in the future. I keep my mind open to these things. I might switch in the future. That's the truth. But I tested the Motive Ring, super low, almost no EMFs. It does work off Bluetooth. That does not mean, though, you need to keep your phone on there all the time. That was one of my stipulations for using the Motive Ring, is that I wanted it to be able to track data if I didn't keep my phone on me, because I do not keep my phone on my body unless I'm out and about. If I'm in my office and if I'm in my home, my phone is not touching my body. So the Motive Ring actually tracks and stores all of that data for, I believe, up to 2 days. Don't quote me on that, but I believe. So once you connect back to Bluetooth, it uploads your data to the app. Great and fun gadget right there. All right, the next one, and I'll probably end with these, are super great gifts to be able to give someone, and especially those people that you care the most about. That's things like the food sensitivity test to test for hidden food sensitivities that you didn't know that you have that are creating inflammation a day or 2 days later, or skin rash or headaches or joint pain, or you name it. The next one is a toxicity test. We've been talking about so much about toxicity and the rain barrel effect, right? So rain barrel effect might be a nice gift to give as well. And I'll put that under the $30 category. How could I not, right? Toxicity test shows you, like, listen, are you full of toxins or not? And that leads me next to my starter kit. Starter kit would be the absolute best. I mean, it's the organic acid test, which looks at gut health, and it looks at 75 biomarkers. And about a dozen of those are vitamins, so it checks all your vitamin levels. And then the starter kit also comes with a hair tissue mineral analysis that looks at all your minerals, and it looks at heavy metal toxicity. So those are the absolute best. All labs are actually increasing in price December 1st, all functional medicine labs at equilibriumnutrition.com. And that's because these have been super, super low pricing forever. And with the cost of the labs that it costs us, with the shipping that we include, because we include free shipping with all of these, with the team's packing, that is why the prices do have to go up. But they're still with super low pricing for the month of November as well. Another one of my favorites, I'll give you the last two, is the omega-3 test. So often overlooked. I'm telling you right now, if you're over the age of 40 and you haven't done the omega-3 test, it has to be done. It's one of the easiest ways to reduce the risk for cardiovascular disease, which is the number one killer in the United States and basically worldwide. So omega-3 test tells you exactly how much omega-3 you have, or if you're already doing a great job. So the last one is the Big 5 lab test. This is the ultimate in functional medicine lab testing. It's the organic acids test. It's the hair tissue mineral analysis. It's the omega-3. It's the food sensitivity test. And it's the thyroid adrenal hormone. So you get all your hormones, you get your thyroid levels, your vitamin D, you get your blood sugar. You look at all these things, omega-3s and hair and vitamins and gut health, all in this, what I call the Big 5 lab tests. So that's absolutely the ultimate. We've had a bunch of people purchase this for themselves, for their spouse, just to basically make, not basically, but to make 2019 their healthiest year yet. So hopefully today's podcast was helpful. All of these, we've got a bunch, right? We've got probably 30 or so gifts. I'll link them all up today at stephencabral.com/1021. All of them will have links, and many of them links to previous podcasts, just to get more information as well. So thank you so much for tuning in here today to the Cabral Concept. I hope if you're listening to this on Thanksgiving in the U.S., that you're having an amazing holiday, and look forward to sharing this holiday season with you. Take care. Before you go, I wanted to ask you this question. What if I could teach you in just a couple of hours how to transform your thyroid, hormones, adrenal, cholesterol, blood pressure, blood sugar, weight loss, energy, mood, brain, pregnancy, anti-aging, or many other health-related issues? After 20 years in private practice, after seeing and overseeing 250,000 client appointments, I sincerely feel I have the real-world data and have found the answer you've been searching for. So what I've done is spent hundreds of hours of my own time refining what you need to know in order to uncover your underlying root cause health issues and then begin to rebalance the body and bring it back to a state of robust health and wellness. I'm going to teach you exactly what I do in my private practice so you can understand how you got here and now what you need to do in order to heal. You'll receive all of the important success checklists, protocols, and even ways to customize it to make the program fit your busy life. And you'll get all of this at a fraction of the price. Let me save you the time, money, energy, stress, and frustration of not knowing what to do next. Instead of reading dozens of books on the topic and seeing multiple practitioners, I will condense everything that you need to know in just a few hours of video tutorials that you can watch and listen to anywhere. Together, we will make this healing process an enjoyable one that you can take with you for the rest of your life. I wish you all of the best of health and happiness, and I hope to be able to guide you on your healing journey through my Health Results Accelerators. Simply choose the health imbalance you're currently suffering from, and by the end of today, you'll know what went wrong and how to get well again. I guarantee it. For details, head over now to stephencabral.com/courses.